Hi. I know I'm a little early. May I sit? Thank you. How have you been doing? I'm glad to hear it. Your work's been excellent as usual. I must admit, I was surprised you contacted me. I just didn't expect that you would. I know that you had a choice to make, but it wasn't a necessity. You could have graduated without telling me anything, and I would have been fine with it. Because, in the end, it's what you wanted. The school year ends in a couple of weeks. Is that why you chose now to have this conversation? At least there'll be some closure by the end of it, I assume.
Hi there. What would you like to order?
I'll just have a caramel latte.
And what about yourself? Alright, 2 caramel lattes coming right up.
Thank you. This is a nice place. Quaint, cozy. No, I've never been here, though I have walked past on occasion. Why did you choose this location? Why not your home? You really are full of surprises. I suppose your peers and everyone else are aware of our relationship, but even so, for you to choose such a public place, will you be okay? I admire your strength, and I agree with you. Sitting here, we're just 2 adults having a cordial meeting, and I'm perfectly fine with that. Because I've made mistakes, and I'm atoning for them. To push my fears onto you was a stupid decision. And after our talk a few months ago, I've had time to reflect and really think about the events that led up to that moment. I've never felt this way with anyone before. No one. Perhaps that surprised me. Scared me. When people talk about liking someone else, they fail to mention the insecurities and anxieties that come with it. And I think that overwhelmed me and contributed to my lack of judgment. Yes. From the very beginning, I had my doubts. About everything. I knew the consequences of giving in to what I wanted, and yet I did it anyway. And at first, that push and pull, those forbidden exchanges we used to have excited me more and more, to the point where I was hooked. But that was only part of my attraction. Was it the same for you? I don't know what was going through your mind when you so boldly added that to your essay. I hardly believed what I was reading, yet there it was. I knew then that I had severely underestimated you. And yet I couldn't stop thinking about you. We were both to blame. I drew a line, you stepped over it, and I joined you on the other side. But I've said it before, I don't regret it. And I never will. Because you're worth it. I'm glad you think that too.
Okay, here are your caramel lattes. Would you like anything else?
Not for me, thank you.
No? Alright, if you change your mind, just wave me over. I hope you enjoy.
It smells good. Tastes good too. So, what did you want to talk about? Whatever decision you make, I will accept it completely. Well, if you wanted to remain a student and teacher, I would respect that. No, I wouldn't fight. And that may seem like I don't care enough, but I've said it before and I'll say it again. I want you to be happy, even if I am not part of that future. That is all I want for you. And I'm willing to let you go if I need to. These last few months, I've been preparing for it, actually. It'll break my heart to do so, but it must be done. And it'll be for you, so I can live with that. It's complex. If I fight back on a decision you made, I wouldn't be respecting you. I'd only be selfish. So would you rather I accept what you say or fight for an ending you didn't choose? And if you want to see my fervor, I will allow you to. But only if you ask for it. The truth. Even I'm unsure. But what I know for certain is that I love you. And that may not mean much, but that is my truth. I see no reason to hide it now, or feel ashamed of it. It may be unethical, but now we're at the point of no return and there's no use lying anymore. So, I will accept your truth, whatever it may be. Hey, take your time. If you're not ready, don't force yourself. I can wait. Are you sure? Okay. So, what is your decision? Well, You really want to make this work? Of course I do. But I'd prepared myself for the worst, so this is a pleasant surprise. What? No, I'm not flustered. I'm just shocked. Even more so that you kissed me in public. Let them look. Let them talk. Together we can handle it. I know that. I was thinking, the things we've done together that was fueled by nothing but want, I think we've evolved from that. Sneaking in the office or stealing a kiss when you're the last one in the classroom. We should refrain from showing any sort of skinship or romantic feelings at university. It's a place to learn, after all. And, as much as I would like to indulge, as I have before, I also want to protect you. Do you agree? As much as your peers and my colleagues will talk if they see us outside of university, that is not their business. Off-campus grounds, we live our private lives. Like now, for instance. We don't owe them an explanation, nor should we feel like we're caught if someone notices. Though, it makes me wonder. Do you think perhaps we should wait a little? Until the term ends, I mean. You have exams next week, and I don't want you to be distracted by anything. Especially me. We could make it a reward or something. For completing your second year, I could get you a gift. I don't know. I guess I'll keep it a surprise for now. I have some ideas, but we'll see. I think about it all the time. What I could buy, what would look good on you, places I could take you. Ever since our date at the museum, I always wondered to myself where we could go next. I don't want to always walk through history. I also want to try new things. Like, when I was browsing online one night, I came across orchestras that are playing here. There are some good choices we could check out sometime. I've never been to an orchestral concert, but I'd like to share that experience with you. I do love music, but I think a concert would be something else entirely. Would you be interested in going? Great. There's quite a few performances this year, so we don't have to rush. It's obvious, isn't it? I try to contain it, but it seems like whenever I think about you, my mind starts wandering, which is often, and I found myself connecting you with almost everything in my day-to-day life. Like, if I see a certain book, I wonder if you'd be interested in it, or a smell would make me think what sort of foods you'd enjoy and which restaurant options I should consider if I ever need it. Even certain color patterns remind me of your fashion, and soon I'm thinking of nothing but you during most of my days. It's rather embarrassing to admit it so openly, but this is a new avenue I'm getting used to. I don't want to lie to you. You deserve the truth on every level, and I want to be completely transparent. If that means exposing my deeper sentiments, then so be it. I've realized I will do anything for you, and I'm thankful to be so enraptured by someone like you, because I would not want any other. Did I overstep? It's my job to make you flustered, isn't it? And now I can relish in that without any regrets. That was nice. So, what happens now? Well, I'd want you to focus on your studies and upcoming exams. And during that, I'll be cheering you on, though I already know you'll do well. Once you finish this year, we can go on as many dates as you like. I've never been to an aquarium, but I would love to. I'll do some research into the nearest ones and restaurants local to it. For dates with time management, I need to plan to make sure the day goes smoothly. But I'm also up for some spontaneity. And I know you are too. I'll pay, it's not a problem.
Oh, thank you for coming. Have a great day.
You too. What are your plans for the rest of the day? Good answer. You're right next to the finish line, so you don't have much further to go. Do you want me to drop you home? The library is close to here, isn't it? I'll walk you there. Because I want to. Do you object? I thought as much. Have a think about where you want to go after university finishes. The weather's getting warmer, so I could drive to the beach. One of mine? Well, the museum date was high on the list, but next would be a home date. I think the most can come from dates like that. Sure, it'd be nice to venture around town and experience all of that together, but there's something intimate about having a home date. We can choose the movie, our snacks, dinner, and at the end of it all, rest in bed. I know it sounds strange, but I think when we can curate everything from start to finish, it'll feel much more special. Restaurants and cinemas are great, yes, but it's the smaller things like wrapping a blanket around us, cuddling up, maybe throwing pieces of popcorn at each other. Who knows? I have had time to think about it. And that means you're in for a lot of surprises. Here we are. Well, I'll leave you to it. May I kiss you? Study hard. I'm a phone call away should you need me.